Welcome back. It's time for us to not join the Invader Hunt this time and see what happens as a result. I'm expecting another route. I'm curious if it's going to be like Chapter 15B or something like that at this point, though. Join the Invader Hunt. No. It's your future.
Guys, here's what I think. I'm not going to join this Invader Hunt thing.
Right, of course not. A rational decision. I hope you can all follow my lead in this. I know I will. There's nothing to be afraid of if we all reject it together. Hey, don't speak for everyone just yet. What, you mean you're joining? Of course, I'll never get a chance to live out my fantasies like this again. Besides, the name Invader Hunt makes the game sound like it's gonna be an absolute blast. I'm with Takumi on this one. You'll find me playing the game over my dead body. The Invader Hunt is just the culprit trying to trick us into believing it'll be fun. But it's clearly stated on the blackboard that this is a killing game. The recording said as much too. I'll follow Takumi's lead as well. It's against my artistic principles to kill for entertainment. This message don't make sense anyway. Sponsor said, and those not in the game will be eliminated. We'd still get eliminated sooner or later if we did join. Don't be stupid. Nobody has to die if we win, right? Right? Takumi, are you listening to yourself? You're taking this I love killing games persona a little too far, aren't you? I am not. I'm just saying what I really think. Takumi's pigtails swayed as she vigorously shook her head in denial, but there was definitely some uncertainty in her eyes. Her spiraling eyes. What about you, Hiroko? You haven't said anything yet. Either choice is fine with me. What do you mean? I'm not interested in this game at all. I am, however, interested in finding out the sponsor's identity. They'll make their move eventually, whether we join this silly game or not. That's when we'll swoop in and bring that sicko down, right? That's more or less what I was thinking. And we have an answer. Yes, we're not going to join the Invader Hunt. Takumi, you don't mind, do you? I do mind, but it's not like I can play a killing game by myself. Hey. Fine. Fine, I'll go with the majority. Good. After that, we decided to stay together until the stipulated time. We didn't know what might happen. And there was always the possibility the sponsor was actually one of us. I still don't know who it is. Staying together meant we could prevent the sponsor from trying anything, but maybe we'll find out on this route. Because it does feel like a route now. It doesn't feel like we're heading for an ending. I didn't tell anyone about that second reason, though. They all seemed convinced the sponsor was an outsider who had infiltrated the school. Let's actually look at chapter select now, see where we are. Ooh, still doesn't say like what chapter it is, because that's the information I'm curious to find out. Anyway. Well, they were acting like they thought that anyway. Sky turned dark as we whiled away our time. Finally, it was 7 p.m. The time mentioned on the voice recorder. That was when I threw the door to the leisure lounge open. Not because I wanted to join the game, of course. I was there to declare as team leader that none of us would be joining. Everyone else stood outside just in case. Turning around, I could see the others trying to peer in through the door, which was slightly ajar. It was ajar? Like, you know, jam in it? There was nobody inside the room, not even a faint presence. After looking around, I lifted my head to the ceiling and shouted, Hey, you there? Can you see me? I'm here to tell you none of us will be joining your stupid Invader Hunt. No response at all. Have it your way. That's all I wanted to say. Have a bad night. Got you there. After that, cold farewell. I turned around and stepped out of the leisure lounge. Is that it? Just don't turn up and that was it? Oh boy, you really said it. And after the sponsor said they'd kill us if we all refused to play the game. Don't say I didn't warn you. Will we be okay? Gaku got killed the last time we did this. But that killer fled and went outside the wall of fire, right? Most likely, yeah. That's why the sponsor of this game probably isn't one of us. Kaku even said this morning that the handwriting was different this time. Wow, there's a massive storm outside right now. There's like thunder going off. It's just like, whoa. I can't be completely sure because they used spray paint. If the sponsor wasn't the one who killed Gaku, it's also the possibility this entire thing was just a prank. We've seen the route, so we need not be unnecessarily shaken. That's if the sponsor wasn't the killer. The truth of the matter remains to be seen. Everybody fell momentarily silent after that. Question, what's the plan for tonight? Plan? Our sleeping arrangements. Should we all spend the night? Definitely sleeping in my dear sister's room. I'll stay with Takimaru. No way. What? You don't trust Kumi. Even after he saved my life. You and me are through, man. It's like, oh yeah, we're back at that point where he's like super good. Okay. It's like I've got to reset my thoughts on where we are. But the twins aside, why don't we sleep in our own rooms like normal? Just lock the door and you'll be fine. I agree. There are 13 people here. Making everyone sleep in pairs would leave one person out. Alright, but why not put that person with one of the other pairs? That's what I was thinking, like, yeah, just have 3 in one room. We should avoid having 3 people in one room. It's too risky. Risky? Why? Not again. Our teams already discussed this to death, and now I have to repeat myself. Yes. Despite her complaint, Hiriko carefully explained to those from the other academy that why we decided having 3 people in a room together was a bad idea. I genuinely don't remember. What was it? That does make sense. We should all go back to our rooms then. No, you just triggered the mother of all death flags and you don't even know it. Well, anything to spice things up around here. I mean, they were spicy on the other route, weren't they? That decided, we all returned to our rooms to sleep after dinner. Thema insisted on sleeping in Kaku's room, but nobody protested on that point. Day 26? Yeah, it's definitely looking like a route, isn't it? Right, so if we got a thing now. B. 15B, it's definitely a different route. It's thunder again? Oh, it's like I made the decision. It's like thunder. So yeah, we're heading off on another completely different tangent. So I'm assuming, because it's like, as I said, this one looked different to these ones previously. So it's like, I'm assuming this is another one as well. So like, that's another route up there. So it's like, So yeah, it depends what we do here. What we do. Anyway, in the morning, I headed to the cafeteria for breakfast only to find that everyone else was already there. 139. Oh my, how is it that I can count 14? Well, how is it I can count 14 souls? Because you're terrible at maths. There are only 13 people here. You see, nothing bad happened. So it was just a prank after all. But by who? Yeah, prank. And for what purpose? I mean, whatever it is with the zombie situation, it still wants to have bodies. So the whole killing game, the Invader Hunt's not going to be the way they go about it. What are they going to do instead? That's the thing. If you're asking me, I think that's most likely. The most likely suspect is. We all turn to look at Darumi. Wait a minute. You're accusing me of being the game's sponsor? I don't think so. Darumi doesn't have the guts to pull off something like that. You underestimate me. I may not have guts, but I've still got my brain meats. They're small and overpowered, but they're all the same. Oh, for the love of murder. Can't we just be happy that nothing happened? Please excuse me for exposing you to my foul-smelling dumpster breath, but why don't we all have breakfast together? It's like I've been trained by the killing game route now, where I'm very much like, okay, what's going to go wrong? After breakfast, we all headed off to do our own things, relieved that nothing bad happened after that. As for me, I went back to my room. Almost immediately, a visitor came knocking. I opened the door to find Tsubasa standing outside. Gotta remember, he's not in love with Tsubasa now either.
Huh?
Did something happen? You asked about Eva's mask yesterday, remember? I brought it here for you. Oh, thanks. Sorry for the trouble. I took the mask from her. What are you gonna do with it? I was thinking of returning it to Eva. What, you trust her now? Not really, it's just... Oh, I know, you fell in love with her. Well, of course not. Tsubasa narrowed her eyes at me. I felt my palms get sweaty. Never mind, it's none of my business. Everyone's free to love who they want. I told you that's not it. But since we're talking about that mask, I looked it over out of curiosity. I found something pretty interesting. The mask isn't an ordinary accessory. It actually comes installed with a bunch of high-tech features. Infrared night vision, zoom functions, organic life detection. There's even a miniature air tank inside that allows it to turn into a gas mask. Using that air tank, the wearer can survive completely shut off from the outside world for as long as 30 minutes. It raises questions about poison then, doesn't it? Maybe it has to be a surprise. That's amazing. Almost sounds like it'd be a waste to give it back to Eva. You wouldn't be able to use it, Takumi. It's custom made to fit a specific shape. Eva's the only one who can wear it. Guess I might as well give it back after all. Even with the best technology in the world, she can't possibly harm any of us inside that cage. Right? Tsubasa thought about it for a while before nodding in agreement. By the way, when's she gonna give us more information about the vile and barbaric anime? She did promise to be useful if we spared her life. I actually think it'd be best if we could get her to join us as an ally. An ally? Yeah, so that she can fight in defensive battles along with us. We'd need some kind of safety measure before allowing her to cut loose, of course. Like a collar with a bomb, maybe. That should put everyone at ease, right? If she tries to run or do anything funny, all we have to do is stop her by pressing a button to activate the bomb. A bulb lit up in my mind as Tsubasa was speaking. Tsubasa? Let's say there was already a self-destruction device in Eva's body. Would it be possible for someone else to activate it? It depends on how the bomb was built. If the detonation mechanism was designed to be triggered remotely, then maybe. I mean, we do know it can be. In that case, your plan might actually work. The detonator is on my joint on my left-hand pinky finger. Moving in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Wait, you're being serious? You weren't just speaking hypothetically? Do you think that's something you can do? You want me to create a detonation device for the bomb inside her? Yes, once it's done, we'll have the perfect safety measure. And then we can allow Eva to join us, huh? Alright, I'll give it a shot. Awesome, I'm counting on you. Is that wise? Like, Eva's not, connected to Nozomi in any way at this point, so she's not, 100% on our side kind of thing. So, after Tsubasa left, I went to look for Hiroko to get the key from her. The key that would open Eva's cage. I walked into the courtyard, her mask in hand. Takumi. Here you go, as promised. That's my mask. It sure is. I opened the cage using the key Hiroko gave me. After handing Eva's mask to her, I closed the door and locked it again. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know what to say. No need, just keeping my promise. Well, I'll be seeing you. I turned around, giving a casual wave as I walked away. I'm back in my room, but now what? There's nothing for me to do here. I may as well go take a walk around the school. I could get free time that quickly? It was that far away. I waited until day 80, what was it, 88? All the way over there for my free time. And there was one just waiting for me all the way back here. It was fun though. It was fun though. Yeah, it's that sort of thing, like I complain. It was fun that way. Like being restricted in some regard. Anyway. So we got free time. what we want to do. That's the question. It's that case of like, because I've got free time and I can do whatever I want really with that now, and I can go back around and loop and loop and loop and loop on a day. It's like, let's just do a quick one. Like, yeah. Just simple exploration, please.
Move out!
Move out. There we go. Orichalcum, not bad. I went to bed after an uneventful day. No, it only seemed uneventful. Something may have been brewing behind the scenes without me noticing. But since I had no way of ascertaining that, I decided to simply go to bed and embrace sleep for the night. Day 27. I woke up as the morning announcement played. It had barely finished when a piercing scream resounded in my ears. Ah! How are you in here? I jumped out of bed and dashed out of my room. Oh, he's not even in the room. That's a loud scream then. Hideko, Tsubasa, and Takimaru were out on the roof already. Was that Shuma just now? Yeah, I came running out when I heard it. Huh? I was already here when she came out. The scream came from the back of the building. Are you sure? Trust me, I've got a dog's hearing. Okay, let's go. What now? We made our way down the stairs as quickly as we could and headed for the back of the school. It didn't take long for us to reach the destination where we saw. I hadn't seen this CG before. Or the background, anyway. Oh!
Shoma!
I rushed over to check his pulse and breathing.
Nothing. He's dead.
No way!
By this time, the other team members had come running as well. It was Nozomi, Moko, Kyoshika, Yugumu, and Kurara. They gasped, and their eyes went wide when they saw Shuma's body.
Shoma!
Impossible! What is this?
Is he breathing?
If he is, he's breathing blood, because, like, look at all those slashes into his body. Especially the upper torso.
No, unfortunately.
Get your act together. It's too early to give up. We just heard him screaming. He can't have been dead longer than 10 minutes.
She's got a point, you know.
Right. We can use the Revive-O-Matic to bring him back.
Let's get him to the infirmary! Yes, but just one moment.
The hell?
Sir Ima, Lady Kako, and Lady Darumi have not shown up yet.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah, but get him on his feet again first, you know, because time is precious here. Get him alive again, and then we'll see what's going on with that.
Maybe they woke up early and went to the cafeteria first?
Even so, they should have heard the scream. Weird that they didn't come running like the rest of us.
Unless they're already dead as well. Yeah, maybe we should look for him. Like, someone get him to the... Oh, he can't go alone. We need 2 people to get him to the Revive-O-Matic, and we'll go look for the others.
This isn't the time to discuss that. Get Shoma to the infirmary now.
Yeah, I'll carry him there on my back. I don't know how to work the Revive-O-Matic, though.
I'll come with you. The rest of you can go look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi.
Got it.
It's like it's that sort of thing of like, we avoided this route, but now it's like, well, crap. Takimaru put Shuma on his back and immediately ran off to the infirmary with Tsubasa. The rest of us then split up to look for Ima, Kako, and Darumi. Since the person who attacked Shuma could still be lurking nearby, we split into teams for safety. Partnered up with Hiriko, we decided to start with the cafeteria. We made our way there as soon as we could, but there was nobody else inside. Ima, Kako, Darumi, anybody here? No response. Looks like they're not here. Yes, let's try somewhere else. Turning around, we dashed down the hallway toward the dime. But when we got there... Yeah, I got caught up in the door. Is it locked? I peered through the small opening in the slightly ajar door. There's a latch. Someone latched the door from the inside. Hideko and I looked at each other nervously, neither daring to breathe. We're going to have to break the door down. Right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. The door refused to budge even after we threw ourselves against it numerous times. Soon the noise we were making started attracting the others to the game as well. We need some help here, guys. What we're trying to do was obvious enough that we didn't have to explain. Everybody nodded, took a couple of steps back and prepared to charge the door. Ready? Go! We're gonna find some more bodies. The latch broke apart with a cracking sound, and we all tumbled into the gym together. And lying on the floor in front of us...
Kako!
Okay, well that's different. Not stabbed over and over and over and over again.
This is...
Unbelievable.
I ran to Kako and put a finger on her neck. There was no pulse. She was deathly cold, so she's dead. Hideko came from behind me and started examining Kako's body. When she had finished, she turned to look at the others and silently shook her head.
But it's okay. She couldn't have been dead for too long, like Shoma.
It was deathly cold, though.
Then we should take her to the infirmary now!
Yeah.
Nozomi ran over to Kako and lifted her up. As she did, something fell out of Kako's right hand. TTX? What's this, a medicine bottle? By the time I noticed it, Nozomi had already run out of the game, carrying Kako's body. As the rest of us started to leave, Hideko suddenly spoke up. Wait, Yugamu. You go with Nozomi. Where's Ima? Moko, Kyoshika, Korara, continue looking for Ima and Dorumi. I expected them to be together. And Takumi, you stay here. What? Why? Just do as I say for now. I'll explain later. Alright. Let us be off at once. Why am I staying here? The others nodded at each other and ran toward the hallway, leaving only Hideko and myself at the scene of the crime. Why only me? There's only one exit here, and it was latched shut. Well, we know there's actually somewhere else to go, but... I turned to look at the exit. Lying on the floor nearby was a mop that had been broken into 3 pieces. The mop handle had been used as a makeshift latch. It had been possible for someone to latch the door like that from outside, which means this incident happened in a locked room. Assuming this is true, there are 2 possibilities I can think of. Is this gonna be, like, because we had the killing game route, right? Do we have a name for this one? Chapter select. Free time. No, because this one, like, killing game route, says that. Yeah, we're not got a name for this one yet. Okay. Because it is very much a case of... That's your killing game route. That's your... It doesn't say what route, so I'm assuming that splits off at that point. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what route we're on here. But the killing game route... Yeah. Killing game route is like Danganronpa, in a way. This feels like it's heading Ace Attorney. Maybe. Assuming that is true, there are 2 possibilities I can think of. Can you guess what they are? I answered hesitantly. The first possibility is that, as much as I hate to say it, Kako killed herself, right? I'm not buying that.
Oh.
Yes, look at the bottle that dropped from her hand. What does the label say? TTX. It's an abbreviation of tetrodotoxin. It's extremely poisonous. Swallowing just 1 or 2 milligrams is fatal. Are you saying Kako drank this? I don't know. But we'll have to think about that later. The other possibility is the more pressing one. Because if Kako didn't take the poison herself, it didn't take me long to make the connection. The killer is still hiding somewhere in the game. Yes, if there is a killer, that is. That's why I told you to stay behind. Alright, let's look around. Hideko and I searched the game as cautiously as we could. Despite leaving no stone unturned, we didn't find anyone hiding there. This makes it clear that Kako took her own life. Does it, though? Shuma was found sliced up at the back of the building around the same time. Do you find it strange that somebody killed him while Kako killed herself? Yeah. Is one meant to be a distraction for the other? Or maybe... The only thing I can think of is like maybe Kako killed Shuma, then went to the guy quickly and drank the TTX while barring the door. It's like, is there enough time for that? But then why would she do that? No, there's nothing strange about it if Kako had been the one to kill Shuma. After stabbing him to death, she ran into the guy and blocked the door with the mop handle and ingested the poison to kill herself. But why? What's the motive? That's the thing. It's like, yeah, the possibility's there, but we need a motive. Decided to state my opinion objectively, even though I really didn't want to say the words out loud.
Oh.
Maybe, but that wouldn't make sense if Kako died before Shuma. Remember how Kako felt when you touched her body? Deathly cold. It's like, yeah. So it happened before. Could it have been the other way around? No, it'd have to be... I was going to say, like, did Shuma kill her? Ooh. Because we can't find Ima right now, so maybe... Or did she ingest it herself? Like... Because in that case of, like, this doesn't look like a murder. This looks self-inflicted, but maybe that was the point, so maybe... For some reason, Shuma did it, but Ima saw everything, and Ima attacked Shuma? And now Ima's off somewhere? But why would Ima not be doing something to try and bring Kako back? It's like... Yeah, she's already gone completely cold. I noticed it too. It's probably been several hours since she died. So Kako killed herself sometime last night? Then somebody killed Shuma sometime this morning? Or Kako was also murdered? That's a possibility as well. How is that possible when the door was latched from the inside? Wait, there's something more important here. Kako had already been dead for a few hours. Yes. I'm afraid it's already too late for her. Like, yeah, there go answers. Oh no. Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Yugumu were in the infirmary when Hiroko and I arrived. They were standing around with grave looks on their faces. How is Shuma and Kako? Well, we managed to successfully revive Shuma. That's great! Yes, what a relief. But he's still unconscious. His physical body has been restored to full health. It seems he hasn't recovered mentally from the attack yet. Where is he? Sleeping in his room. Takimaru's taking care of him. And what about Kako? We did put her body in the Revivomatic, but alas. Hiroko and I went behind the Revivomatic to look at the monitor. What was written on the screen made our hearts sink. Cause of death. Cause of death. Respiratory. Paralysis-induced asphyxiation. Estimated time of death, day 27, between 1 and 4 a.m. Traces of TTX poison detected in body. Oral intake of TTX presumed to have led to respiratory paralysis-induced asphyxiation. No external injuries found on body. Too much time has passed since death. Impossible to revive. I just had a thought, like, what, on the killer route, like, what about those days where Takumi lost memory? What was that about? Like, because it could be Takumi. The silence of the room was broken by the door being thrown open and 3 people running in. Because, you know, the memory loss situation, like, that could play into this. Like, because we got information, like, what I was saying, like, before, like, when we went down the killing game route, it's like, the whole idea is, like, we're pursuing that route, so we brought back information in these routes, these ideas. That was going to be probably a bit further back, was what I was thinking, but... now we have that information, it's like we can look at it from these different angles. So it's like, yeah, what about his memory loss? We got the QB liquid and stuff. Where did he get that from? Huh. The silence of the room was broken by the door being thrown open and 3 people running in. Mr. Rumi, you're safe. Where were you all this time? In the rec room playing slots. You were doing what? You can't blame me. I overslept this morning and didn't see anyone in the cafeteria. Just assumed everybody was off doing their own thing. Kyoshiko and I found her in the rec room and dragged her here. Already told her about Shuma and Kako. Still, we didn't yet know if we'd been successfully revived. So here we are. Did it go well? Just then, 2 other people barged into the room noisily. Ima? Oh. Miss Ozuki told me what happened. Found asleep in my dear sister's room last night, but when I woke, she was nowhere to be found. I've been looking around for her ever since. Saw him running around the hallways like a headless chicken and brought him here. Where's my dear sister? What has happened to her? I explained the situation to everyone who had just arrived. The news that Kako could no longer be revived hit everyone like a ton of bricks. Tears started welling up in Moko and Kyoshika's eyes, while Kurara was sniffing away under her mask. Darumi alone shed no tears. She had a vacant look on her face as she stared absently into space. And as for Ima, rage.
No! No! No!
I mean, there will be rage.
Dear sister! My dear sister! No!
With an anguished cry, the distraught Ima lost control of all reason and started lashing out. We managed to wrestle him to the ground and pin his limbs down, even as he struggled violently.
Wait here while I go grab the gamma feel.
The what?
What's that?
A powerful anesthetic. We have some in the biolab.
Yugumu dashed off as quickly as he could. He came back a while later with the gamma fuel, which he then injected into Ima. Is that what was used on Takumi in the killing game route at one point? The drug caused Ima to weaken and slump over. Yugumu observed him closely.
All is fine now. He's unlikely to wake up before tomorrow morning.
Huh. We moved the unconscious Ima to his room and assigned Moko to watch over him. After that, we took Kako's body to the morgue. And there were now 3 bodies lying on tables in the morgue. Kako's body was the smallest. I kept staring at her. When I closed my eyes, I could still see her innocent smile. I couldn't believe the girl I had thought of like my own little sister was now gone. What? An indescribable ache spread throughout my chest at that thought. Unable to stand the pain, I forced myself to look away. That's news to us, right? Like what? Thought of her as a sister. After that, we went to the courtyard to check the cages. If it was still inside hers, the door securely locked. Hideko and I went on to tell the others what we'd learned from investigating the Geheim. The improvised latch, the bottle of poison, and how there had been no one else inside. While we were talking, the sun had set and the darkness of the night was slowly taking over. It was already evening. Since nobody was in the mood for a meal, we gathered in the leisure lounge instead of the cafeteria. Oh, great. So, Takimaru, were you not supposed to be attending to Sir Shuma? Yugami took over. Shuma's still out cold, but he's physically fine now. I just don't understand why Kako would kill herself. As I've already explained, we don't know for sure that it was suicide. We haven't found a suicide note, not in the Geheim or on her clothes or in her room yet. But the Geheim door was latched shut from the inside. And you didn't find anyone else in there, correct? Yes, but I find it hard to accept Kako had killed herself, and Shuma was clearly killed by someone else. Why would she even do such a thing? Won't be fully convinced until a clear reason surfaces. I think she was murdered too. By that sponsor who was trying to get us to join the Invader Hunt. They did warn us this would happen. We all heard that recordings and what it said, remember? All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. All who refuse. That means the rest of us are targets too? We telling us the sponsor wants to kill us all? First threatening message said something about everyone dying too. It sure did. The first and second threats. We assume they were written by different people because of the handwriting. But I'm starting to think it was the same person after all. We went against the first note. We ignored their demand to leave the academy and chose to stay behind instead. I gave the culprit an idea. I'll hold a killing game and force these guys to murder each other. When we went against the second request as well, they decided they were going to have to do it themselves. By it, you mean killing us? Yep, it all makes sense when you think of it this way, doesn't it? That would mean the perpetrator has already murdered 4 people. 4? Sir Gaku, Lady Kaku, Surai, and Sir Shuma. Though Sir Shuma was lucky enough to escape the jaws of death. So we're up against a ruthless serial killer here. Can't just let someone butcher our friends and get away scot-free. But how do we find them? Haven't I mentioned this before? The killer may be one of us. But who? Everyone tensed up at Hiroko's words and started exchanging suspicious glances. Not everyone is a suspect, though. Would it have been impossible for Takumi, Tsubasa, Takimaru, or me to have done this? How can you be so sure? Oh, that's right. The 4 of us met each other on the rooftop this morning immediately after hearing Shuma scream. It's a fair point. We were stabbed at the back of the building. Even if we could teleport, there's no way we could have appeared on the rooftop right after slicing him up that badly. He wasn't thrown down from the rooftop after being stabbed either. His body hadn't taken any fall damage. Just a moment. What if all 4 of you are working together? Yes, it would definitely seem possible from your point of view. That would also mean 1 in 3 of our team are killers. I don't think the SDU would be worth that much. That line of reasoning isn't strong enough to prove your innocence. Anyway, what were the rest of you doing at that time? I remember those who came after us were Nozomi, Kyoshika, and Kurara. Moko and Yugumu too. No, they aren't here right now. Where did you guys come from? I ran from the entrance hall. I simply found myself in a group as I was heading to the back of the building. How did you know to go there? Well, I heard Shuma's scream, but I chose to wait in my room first before making a move. Then I overheard you guys talking outside. You said something about the scream coming from the back of the building, remember? So I followed you to the scene of the crime. Nozomi and Darumi said the same thing, but couldn't tell if they were telling the truth. Whatever the case, there was no denying the perpetrator could have joined up with the group halfway through without anyone realizing. Your suspicions are misplaced, especially when there is a much likelier suspect to cast aspersions on. Yeah, someone who didn't even show up at the crime scene. Wait, you mean me? You were totally trying to get us all to join the stupid killing game. So when we refused to cave after the second threat, you decided to... It wasn't me! I had nothing to do with that threat. I overslept, that's all. We all shot Darumi deeply suspicious looks. Her dismay and bewilderment were palpable. Beads of sweat rolled down her face, making her makeup run. Hey, can I say something? No. I think it's counterproductive for us to be doubting each other like this. How are we going to handle future battles if we can't even stay united? Let's calm down and think about things rationally. Under normal circumstances, the probability of the killer being an outsider is a lot higher than the alternative. But would an outsider be able to slip in without triggering the alarm? Yeah, we know that is possible. Well, that's... Maybe it was Eva. Impossible. We checked the cage just now, remember? She was still inside and the gate was properly locked. Not only that, I have the key right here. This is the only key and it can't be duplicated, as Hiroko said. Also, I locked my door last night so nobody could have stolen the key from me while I was asleep. And put it back, you'd have to put it back. What if you were working with her? I can debunk that theory. Takumi has been with me since the morning. Even if he had left Eva out of the cage last night to stab Shuma, he couldn't have locked it back up this morning without my knowledge. You need the key to lock the cage just as much as you need it to unlock it. That means it's none of us. No, it can't be. There has to be a way for someone to come in without triggering the alarm. Again, we know that is possible. There's always the possibility that nobody slipped in at all. What are you saying? I'm saying the killer could have already been hiding in the academy before the first team was dispatched here. That's true. If they were already here, they wouldn't have triggered the alarm. So that person's still hiding somewhere in the school, right? Now? All of a sudden, Tsubasa raised her voice. I know. I can make an organic life detection device. You can what now? Organic life detection device? But simply, it's a machine that detects the number of large living organisms on school grounds. You've all seen Alien, right? Well, aliens. So that's where it comes up, the radar, like, bloom, bloom. It won't be advanced enough to pinpoint their exact locations, but having a precise number should tell us if there's really an outsider hiding here. That would have been helpful so many times in the killing game route. You can make something like that? Found a similar function while investigating Eva's mask 2 days ago, because it's like, we could use that to find invaders. I took the opportunity to study it thoroughly. So yes, I can make something like that in 7 days, maybe? 7 days. She's gonna end up dead, isn't she? Until then, let's stop being suspicious of each other like Nozomi suggested. We'll assume that the killer is an outsider until proven wrong. What do you guys say? Everyone nodded in agreement. The moment I saw that, the world around me started to spin. What is this? That was the last thought in my mind before it shut down completely. What happened?